Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 143 of our broadcast. And Watching Chickies is the daily live stream here on Reddit, and then later YouTube, about the lives and development of these three young chickens. And today is a good day for the chickies. The weather is great outside, nice and sunny. The temperature is a little bit cooler today, but pretty great for them to go outside later. Braveheart just had a nice little drink of water. The chickies are all just kind of going about. Just did a little bit of cleaning in the room, getting rid of some of the mess that the little chickies inevitably leave behind, and they are just having a nice time clucking about. Bigopa. So I tend to watch the chickens for at least a couple hours a day. These days, with them being a little bit older, they are a little bit more self-reliant. They spend the majority of their days outside, and we bring them inside for these broadcasts, and at night for them to sleep. The chickens are having a nice time right now, just kind of running around, so I do spend a bit more time with them when I'm doing these broadcasts, and I think they notice that. Oh, Kagome! Well, you just saw her kind of lift up those back few feathers, and that was to give her access to her oil glands. Right now, she's using her beak and her head to spread about those natural oils as she does a bit of preening. So, cleaning up after the chickies is fairly easy. We just use a broom and we use a mop about twice a day. And as long as you don't let things build up, the smell doesn't build up. They are also in their own private room here in our finished sort of half basement. So they're kind of separate from the rest of the house. The thing that the room smells most strongly of is actually their chicken feed, which is not an unpleasant smell. They have this sort of crumble feed that they have here, which comprises the majority of their feed, but there's also a little bit of a spicy scent as well, because we like mixing in crushed red pepper into their food, and then we do a variety of different seeds. So the chickens have a nice variety of things to eat. They are happy, and we are happy. Hello there, Stormy. Hello. Are you deciding where to go? Crushed red pepper is actually a favorite of the chickens. They are quite little pepper fiends. Chickens do not have the capability of really tasting capsaicin. So pepper to them is not actually all that spicy. They can't taste the spices. So to them, it's just like a nice, savory little treat. Kagome is a big fan. Oh my, that was such the jump there, Kagome. She has really gotten back a lot of her flight feathers, so she's been able to just have these short little flights. Kagome is a big fan of habanero peppers. We have given her some fresh habaneros in the past, which she has really enjoyed. And hello there, Memento Mori. And no, Bigopa, I am not a furry. I am just an enthusiast of chickens. And 404, Ninja Not Found, lovely to see you here as always. Kagome had quite the jump directly to the cat tower before. The chickens are playing on the cat tower so much more these days, so it has been a joy just to see them really kind of open up to it. Our little boy Stormy's comb has been developing over the past few days. I've noticed a new ridge on there, so it's less of a potato shape these days. Bagopa, I have a partner named Lauren that I've been with for... Yes, Stormy, I should remember off the top of my head. I think it's been at least 10 years now. It might be getting close to 11 or 12 years now. Oh, geez, the time just goes by. Hello, guys. Hello. I see you're eating some crushed red pepper that you left up here. Oh, dear. Hello there, Braveheart. Hello. Oh, you guys like playing with these little towels there. Let me just spread that out for you. There you go. There you go, little one. Yes, Kagome? Oh, quite talkative today. Well, let's see about giving you guys some more treats. The chickens do like a variety of seeds. Bagopa, our chickens, we consider to be members of our family and friends for life, so they are not going to be eaten. But we are going to be accepting the donation of a few seeds in the future. Not a few seeds, sorry, thinking about seeds here. Of a few eggs in the future. We will also probably be letting them hatch a few little chickies. Oh, Kagome, here. There are some sesame seeds for you. And my little Stormy. Stormy. Come here. Look. Sesame seeds. You're not hungry? Come here. There you go, Stormy. There you go. Chickens can be quite affectionate, actually. We have been hand-raising these guys from day one. They are 143 days old now. All three of these chicken breeds are known to be people-friendly. So as a result, yeah, they're quite lovely little pets. Actually, Bagopa, funnily enough, all three breeds of my chickens are actually Asian. The black one is an ayam cemeni. They come from Southeast Asia. They have hyperpigmentation, which means this black coloration goes all the way down to her very bones. Kagome here in brown and gold is a Japanese onagadori, and they are an endangered breed that have tail feathers that can grow out to be more than 20 feet in length or over 6 meters. And over here, our little silky rooster named Stormy. Their breed originally comes from China, and they were first bred around 2,000 years ago. And, oh, and East faithlessness too. Yes, there are things like those pigeon pants that you talked about. They make chicken diapers that you can give chickens. But, you know, at this point, it's a lot more economical for us just to kind of sweep and mop up after the chickens. We do it about twice a day. And that way we don't have to worry about them having any sort of a mess against their feathers, like the chicken diapers can create. And since they spend the majority of their time outside, they end up pooping outside, so that just fertilizes our lawn. There we go. And yes, Kagome was inspired by the Inuyasha character there, one of my partner Lauren's favorite anime characters from when she was a teenager. Stormy was named Stormy because when he first arrived, he was just this fuzzy little gray ball that Lauren's little sister said looked like a little living storm cloud. So thus the name Stormy was born. Oh, you had to bottle feed your bird. Oh my there, East faithlessness. And you have a pet pigeon. Now here is a fun fact for any watchers. Pigeons and chickens can actually interbreed, and the hybrids that result look quite wild. It's quite rare to see them, but it's definitely worth a look on the internet. I imagine it would be quite hard to do most of the time because I've heard of chickens actually killing pigeons before. So I imagine it would have to be a situation where you have raised them both together. Oh, and Stormy is quite the fluffy boy these days. He is on sesame seed watch right now. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, Kagome? Oh my. And these birds, you know, they're quite lovely. The only thing that you have to really do health-wise when you're just handling chickens, it's just afterwards. Oh, what do you want? What do you want? You want me to give you more seeds there, Braveheart? Oh dear. I'll give you more seeds in a bit. Don't worry about that. The only thing that you have to worry about chickens as a chicken owner is just after handling them, make sure that you wash your hands. Because, you know, there are a couple of things that you could catch, and you just want to keep yourself safe. There you go, cleaning up all of those little sesame seeds that you found down there. Oh, they have been growing up so quickly, and we are on egg watch for both Braveheart and Kagome. They have not laid their first eggs yet, but, you know, that time is swiftly approaching. And it will be quite exciting to see that happen. And I know I'll love to see Braveheart just kind of come into her own. There we go. There we go. Little beak full and head back there, Kagome. And the birds are having a nice time just walking around, pecking a bit at the blankets to get those last little sesame seeds. And they're just having a nice time with me right next to them. They've been raised side by side with us, so they are quite comfortable with us and their presence. With their eggs, we will probably mostly be using them. Both Braveheart and Kagome will likely only be laying about 2 to 3 eggs a week. So that's, you know, not too many eggs. So we'll be able to use those for Lauren's baking projects and just, you know, some food purposes. Later on, we'll let them hatch a few eggs, and we will increase the size of our flock by a little bit. All of our future little chickens are going to be hybrid chickens because our little man here, Stormy, is a silkie chicken, but the girls are respectively ayam, cemeni, and onagadori. So we'll see how much after their dear old dad they take after. And yes, salmonella can be a little bit of a danger, but you could minimize that almost like completely away by just washing your hands after you play with your chickens, after you handle them. And yeah, so you just have to be aware of any sort of danger like that. East Faithlessness 2, can they eat quinoa? And I have not specifically done any research about that, so I can do some research and see. Just off the top of my head, I wouldn't see any reason why they couldn't, but I'm not afraid to say when I don't know something. Chickens can actually eat rice. I've given them cooked rice before, but I've actually discovered that chickens could even eat uncooked rice. It is actually an old wives' tale that uncooked rice makes chickens' stomachs explode. That's not a true fact. It doesn't hurt the birds, and it doesn't kill them. Yes, Green Tea Pocky, all 3 of these guys are chickens. The really fuzzy one is named Stormy, and he is a silkie rooster. silky roosters have these fur-like feathers their whole lives. Over there with the long tail feathers is our onagadori chicken. That's an endangered breed from Japan. Their tail feathers can grow out to be more than 12 feet long. And the one in pure black is our ayam cemeni chicken. The ayam cemeni are black all the way down to their very bones. So we have quite the eclectic little flock here. And, you know, they'll become even more eclectic as the babies start coming. And we just have a few little hybrid chickies running around with their parents. And Cheese Ouija, well, this is kind of sort of like Jurassic Park. All of these guys are descendants of dinosaurs. They're kind of marching around. So, you know, if you go back in the day, dinosaurs were probably acting a little bit like this, but, you know, a bit of a bigger size. Green tea Pocky, the girls have not started to produce eggs yet. They start producing eggs around the 4.5 to the 6 month mark. They are almost 5 months old, so within the next month or so, we should be starting to see the first eggs coming. Oh, and Stormy with all the... Oh, he's doing a little dance for the girls. Oh dear. Now, Stormy has gotten interested in mating before the girls. The girls aren't even producing their first eggs yet. And we see this little kind of jig that Stormy's doing. He's trying to kind of judge if the girls want to start mating. They aren't really responding. They're getting a little bit nervous. You see, Braveheart has gotten out of the way. And, well, Kagome has just told him in no uncertain terms, no, I do not wish to mate. And Stormy's come over to Dad here and is just looking at me. Oh dear. It's all right, Stormy. No means no. And it's good that you accepted that. Lovely, lovely. They will appreciate you, my little man, once they are a little bit older. You will be the little king of the flock, but right now the queen over there, Kagome, our little alpha chicken, is definitely the leader of the group. Yeah, my little man? Oh dear. Yeah, find some more seeds, that's all right. Oh, and hello there, Braveheart, looking at me from above. You're so high up there. Oh dear, you do like perching. Hello, Stormy. Hello, little man. And your fuzzy, inbuilt little trousers. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to when the girls start laying. And it will be so exciting to see all of those new little chickies soon. To see the flock grow by a little bit. And then we'll have to wait a few months before getting any new little chickies after that, because we'll want to see what genders they all are. In our area, we are only allowed up to a maximum of 1 rooster, and that position is firmly filled by Stormy. So if we get any new little roosters, well, we just need to find homes for them in the future. Yes, Kagome? Yes? Oh my. I know, I'm sitting up again. Oh dear. Hello, Braveheart. Hello. Have you come to say hi to Dad? Yes, you did. Hello there. Yes? Oh my. Yeah, you can be here with Dad for a bit. That's all right. Lovely, lovely. Oh my, oh my. She's a little bit moody at times, but she is such a lovable little bird. There we go. Content with saying hi for the moment. Now she's just gonna go next to me. I think she might be trying to jump onto my shoulder in a second. We'll see if that... Oh, never mind. She did just jump onto my shoulder. Hello there, Braveheart, and hello there, Braveheart's little fuzzy butt. Hello there, girl. Oh my. And of course we can pet our Braveheart. There we go, there we go. Yeah, that's a good little chicken. We do make sure to pick up all of our chickens during the day. We pick up all of them and we give them all little pets. That's one way to help keep them nice and tame. They are really people-friendly. We've had people visit them. We've had a couple of friends. We've had my own parents come to visit. And, you know, they've just kind of been on people's shoulders. They've been on people's laps. They've accepted lots of pets. So they're honestly some very well-behaved little birds. Our little Braveheart here, she can get a little bit broody now as she's coming close to egg-laying age. So sometimes she comes to me, and then when I go to pet her, I can sometimes get a little peck like that. When she's just saying, no, I want a little bit more space. So she sometimes has a mix of things like, I want to be close to you, but I don't really want to be touched. So it's all just sort of contradictory information. But that's all right. You just have to respect these signals that they are giving out, and you just enjoy their presence. Now I think Kagome there is on the hunt for a few more just fallen sesame seeds on the ground. And there's a little bit of greens that she pulled in from the yard over there. And Stormy's just kind of watching the girls right now quite intently. Oh yes, 2-eye bug. Braveheart is firmly in her teenage phase. But, you know, they're all growing up every day. There you go, Kagome. There you go. Nice little meal from your feeder there. We do like to put a mix of different things in there. There's their organic crumble. There's a little bit of some crushed red pepper, some flax seeds, some sesame seeds. So they have a nice mix of things. Hello there, little Stormy. Hello. Come here, my little man. You're just all by yourself. That won't do. That won't do, my little man. Oh, and memento mori, I can always post another video of the chickies outside. I know I've done a couple on the YouTube channel before. Who knows, maybe at the end of today's episode, I'll try to stay online and see if we can kind of capture the coop. I can try to just take a couple of birds out on my shoulder, and we'll see how that works out. Hello there, Stormy. I know, Braveheart went to go see Kagome there. I guess you get this section all to yourself. Hello, guys. Hello. So it's a nice chilled out day for the chickies. Kaiser Soze 89. So at the moment, we are kind of considering having the chickens sleep in this room for kind of the long term. We've had some fellow backyard chicken owners in our area that have had similar setups to us with our outdoor coop that have left their chickens outside when they had gotten older. And almost all of them have actually ended up losing chickens to outdoor predators such as raccoons and foxes. So we are a little bit wary of leaving them outside full time. The nights have started to get a lot colder as well. And we have gotten a pretty good handle for this room. We have a much better internet connection in here as well for the purpose of doing the shows. So I think for the foreseeable future, having the chickens go outside during the day, enjoy the sun, enjoy the yard, and then bringing them in at night might be the way to go. I think this way we will keep them a lot safer. And at the end of the day, that's sort of my biggest concern here. And yes, Kaiser Soze 89. So it's sort of like indoor, outdoor chickens. So I want them to kind of have the best of both worlds. Now, this probably wouldn't make sense for someone who was raising chickens as working animals to get like the maximum amount of eggs to have a giant flock. But, you know, at the end of the day, these are not working chickens. These are pet chickens. They are members of our family and friends for life. Eggs are just a sort of little side benefit that we'll get. And yeah, their safety, their concern, their happiness is what we really care about. And it's just different priorities for different chicken owners. I think many chicken owners would look at these guys and probably say that we have been spoiling them, but, you know, that's all right. That's kind of our right to spoil these little chickens. And we think they are quite happy. And we do have quite a bit of fun with them, and they are quite lovable little birds. And it has been such a joy to do these daily live streams as well here on Reddit and YouTube. And I think once we manage to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we'll probably be doing a few live streams on that service as well. I know I can have a bit more of a stable connection at times to YouTube. So that would be interesting, doing a sort of little mix of that. In a few weeks, it's probably going to get to the point where Stormy's hairstyle grows out enough where we're going to be able to use the electrician's tape. We have a few different colored sets of tape to actually tape his hair back into a nice little shape that will always keep out of his eyes. Until then, we'll use our combination of the beeswax that we have, and we do just little trims around his eyes just to keep his eyes clear of stuff. Silky chickens, while very cute, very fuzzy, have the tendency to potentially go blind from the constant rubbing to their eyeballs from the fuzzy feathers. So that's just something we want to avoid with him. Hello there, my little man. You're looking quite distinguished today. And as always, if any of you out there have any questions, comments, concerns, or just want to chat, feel free to chime in. I usually just consider these streams to be my daily dose of chicken therapy. It's hard to be mad, feel bad, or a little sad when watching the chickens just live their best little lives. There you go, little one. And they're all in varying states of preening right now. I've just been really happy to see them adapt to us increasing the size of their play space over the past few weeks. This morning, we actually found Stormy standing right up here next to Kagome. We didn't place him up there, so he must have made his way up here, here, and then here to get next to Kagome. So, I mean, that is quite the feat. What do you think? What do you think, Kagome? Do you want to say hi to Dad? Here. There we go. Right onto Dad's shoulder. There you go. Hello there, Braveheart. Hello. Oh, Kagome. There you go. Oh man, your tail feathers have gotten so long. I'm going to sit down. It's okay. There you go. Yeah, you're my little shoulder bird. There you go, Kagome. Happy little bird. It looks like you found a few more seeds over there, didn't you? I could see you chewing. Oh my. There we go. That is a good question there, Memento Mori. Since these are your first chickies, is there anything you've learned more by experience? Anything you would do differently? Anything that didn't work out like you thought? So, when we did get the chickies, we had them in a brooder, and we had their they actually are still using the same water dish that they did back then. We have modified their feeder by taking the big tube out the top to give them more access. One of the things we didn't really prepare for initially with the water was we didn't put little pebbles around the outside. That took a couple of days for us to put the pebbles in there. We didn't realize that there was a sort of little drowning hazard that could be a factor. So when you're getting chickens, you should make sure to always keep that in mind. Fortunately, our chickens were okay in those first few days. We used paper towels for the first few days, as was our plan. And initially, we were going to be going with like wood chips or something as a bedding. But then we did a little bit more research right before, and we found out that sand was a much better option, and it was easier for cleaning. So I wish we had thought of that straight away instead of, as we were going along. When we were considering moving them outside, we got the coop and everything, and we thought that they would definitely be safe out there because the coop was predator resistant, and we were just kind of waiting for them to grow to a more full-grown size. But then we started hearing from our friends in the area about their chickens getting attacked in similar coops, about predators managing to get through. And we realized that just because something is predator resistant doesn't mean it's predator proof. So we were lucky that we have this big space that we can devote to the chickens, that they can have as a playroom, as a sleeping space. But otherwise, we probably would have had to invest a lot more money into making a much larger reinforced coop outside, one with a lot of wires underground to stop things from digging in, and not chicken wire, because chicken wire can be easily broken through by raccoons and other animals. So yeah. And yes, this is my shoulder chicken Kagome. There you go. Oh, and Chef Alonso, thank you for the helpful award there. Very much appreciated. And I am also glad that we researched all of the laws about chickens in our area. And, I'm very glad that we lucked out with only getting one rooster with our little flock, because we would have otherwise had to get one of our other chickens rehomed, and we would have had to have sort of a little bit of a Sophie's choice of which one would have to go. When we raise the next two chickens, which will be offspring of our Kagome and Braveheart, we will raise them until they're about 4 months old, when we can tell what their gender is. Hopefully both of them will end up being hens, but it'll be almost impossible to tell. We might possibly invest in a blood test. I think that might be like $15 or something, to tell if they are going to be a rooster or a hen. Because, you know, if they end up being roosters, we're going to have to rehome them. And that's going to take a little while to find a good place for them to live. They'll be little hybrid chickens, little half silkies. So hopefully we'll be able to find a really nice home for them. But if they are hens like their mothers, then, you know, they'll be able to join the flock. They will have been raised most likely by Braveheart, because I think our Kagome here as alpha chicken doesn't really have the mothering temperament that Braveheart might have. So even though she'll be the mom, the biological mom to one of them, she's going to be kind of like the cool aunt. Aren't you, my little one? Aren't you? Oh, and AJ Rimmer, SSC, thank you for the Wholesome Award. Much appreciated there. And it is quite lovely having a little brown-eyed shoulder chicken on my shoulder, just kind of cuddling up to me. There you go, girl. There you go. Kagome is a lovely little hen. She does enjoy just being up on shoulders. Oh, and I see Braveheart has come to say hello as well. She was having enough being alone over there, and she just wants to be close to myself and Kagome. Oh, lovely little tail wag there. And she's just given Stormy a little bit of a look. Stormy has a little wistful look on his face. He often tries to do a few little overtures to Braveheart. He's been very interested in mating with her, actually. He's attempted now a few times with Kagome, but Kagome takes no guff whatsoever from him. She just kind of gives him a little bit of a peck. She puts him right back into his place and reasserts herself as the alpha chicken there. Oh, yes, AJ Rimmer. You know, chickens all do develop their own little personalities over time, and it's just something that you don't expect when you've never had chickens. I expected them all to be kind of the same. I honestly expected them all to be a lot more standoffish, to not really want all of this kind of affection from their people. I expected them to just be kind of running away from us most of the time, to not really like us all that much, but at the end of the day, they have gotten very close to us, and I think that's partially maybe through imprinting, and also just living side by side every day. When you see a human every day, when you stand on their shoulder every day, you get picked up by them every day, you start to consider them to be part of your lives, part of your flock. And yeah, they are all just lovely little members of our family now. And I'm glad, AJ, that you have your own little flock there. And I hope you have really been having some good times with them. And it's been lovely to watch all 3 of these chickens just grow up and just become their own little bird people. And Stormy does enjoy watching a bit of TV with us. We've tried it with Braveheart and Kagome, but they don't tend to look at the TV. They tend to just kind of run around the room a lot more, do a lot more exploring. They jump on the couch. They try to find food, whereas Stormy is just quite content to sit on our lap, to sit in his special wicker basket with a blanket in it.